Early morning here in New Delhi, citizens are readying for work. Heavy fog with cold waves sweeps through the entire city. At about 3 p.m., I took a walk through the city and outside air temperature hasn't changed much. These Indians, a few among many, gather at various points of the streets to warm themselves up. They spend much time on this to keep their body warm each passing day. It is the only way to survive the cold weather.
और पेंटर, कारपेंटर और सारे मिस्त्री और अपना काम धंधा, मेहनत मजदूरी, पैसा कमाना, अपना साफ सफाई.
Painters, carpenters and laborers work hard here to earn money to feed their families. We care about cleanliness. We come together here and we are happy with each other. Men and women are happy. Long live India.
मनी सबको चाहिए होता है. मनी के लिए सब अपना काम धंधा कर लेते हैं. जो मिल जाता है उसी में गुजारा है. बाकी मस्त एकदम. हिंदुस्तान जिंदाबाद. मस्त एकदम. झकास. सारे मर्द मस्त एकदम. झकास.
So let me just show you something right now. I'm currently in my hotel room. And I'm just gonna show you something right now. Even in my hotel room, I would have to on the sun flame to be able to get a better weather condition here to be able to sleep. You can see just right now outside, it's not easy at all. So what I'm doing here is to be able to heat the room so that I would be able to sleep. The temperature here is quite different, but I still have to on this. When you go outside, you're getting a different temperature out there. The outside air temperature is very, very worse.
In 2017, the country recorded 276 cold wave incidents, the highest since 1980. It was 200 the next year, as per Envistat's 2019 report released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The 2-year account for nearly half of all the cold wave events recorded between 1980 and 2018. A cause for concern due to the deadly impact. Okay. During the 39-year till 2018, cold waves have killed over 8,000 people, almost 200 a year. Over the period, cold waves have killed more people than heat waves in India.
See, just before the winter season started in India, the India Meteorological Department gave a forecast.
Richard Mahapatra is a senior researcher with Center for Science and Environment in India. He says guidelines are essential for laying down broad framework for state government to prepare action plans to mitigate the impact. They are, however, not forthcoming.
They are experiencing one of the deadliest winter. But cold waves have not got the attentions like any other disasters. We have guidelines, we have programs for heat waves. We don't have the same for the cold waves, but it's going to be more now. In fact, if you look at the last decade, cold waves have killed more people than heat waves. In the last 40 years, in many years, cold waves have killed more than heat waves. But we don't have a national program. So the point is that we need to accept first that it is a disaster. And cold wave impacts both the economy and the people. The people definitely, we know the health impacts and other related issues. It does impact agriculture. And during the cold wave time, we have standing winter crops, which are primarily cash crops. So that's why it's a very crucial economic activity.
Surprisingly, 23 states have action plans for heat waves, none for cold waves. Mr. Mahapatra says none of these states consider cold waves as a natural disaster. He says India cannot continue to overlook the impact of cold waves.
So we don't have national programs on that because we don't accept the fact. Though we have some guidelines around crops, and there are states which do give some reliefs when the crops get damaged, but there is no national program on it. So we need to do that, and particularly at a time when extreme events like cold wave, heat waves are going to be the new normal. Then also it involves, if it's going to be a new normal, it's also fundamentally we have to rethink the way we interact with weather and seasons. We have to think about cooling, we have to think about heating, and bringing in those kind of fundamental change in our houses, in our institutions, everywhere, including in the way we do agriculture. So that's not happening definitely. Yes, debates are around, but we need to be more proactive with this.
Scientists say despite average global temperature rising, cold waves with extreme weather events of the winter, there is cause for concern. A 2017 study report published in Nature says by the end of the 21st century, both rare cold and heat events are likely to increase over India. Northern part of the country is likely to expect larger changes than other parts of the country.